Hello everyone. So this video is here to show you how I go about creating an Every Sound You Hear episode, especially the ones which don't end up sounding exactly how you'd think. As an example, we are going to use the PS4 controller track. So if you haven't watched that yet, or perhaps this is your first time viewing my channel, welcome, glad to have you here. I recommend that you go have a look and come straight back once you're done. So, first things first, I'm going to import the sounds from the controller into Ableton, chop them all up so that it is reasonably nice and neat. I always start off by having a listen to each sample, getting an idea of what I can make with these sounds. I usually like to find a kick first, so I will drag in a sample, place it where I want, and we'll start adjusting it. At the moment you can hear the kick already has a nice punch to it, but it is lacking a lot of bass frequencies. So I'm going to open up Ableton's effects, find an EQ and boost the bass. Okay, so here I am beginning to make the synth. I first start by grabbing a sample, shortening it and duplicating it to make this ugly sound. It's still not what I want, so I will shorten it some more and duplicate it again. There we go. Now we have a reasonably sustainable note. I will consolidate this to make it one file, and here is where the magic happens. I open up a new MIDI channel where I have Ableton's Simpler plugin, and I simply drag and drop the sample into the instrument. Now I can play any note on my keyboard and it will pitch accordingly. You will notice it's not a very pleasant sound, so the trick is to turn this into something nice to listen to. I usually take my time and play around with it a lot, but first, let's track some chords in. Okay, time to make this sound beautiful. Let's bring out Native Instruments Guitar Rig. I will start playing around with lots of different options and combinations. This process can take 30 seconds or sometimes it can take me 10 minutes. Basically, I will go on until I have the sound that I want. Once I have something, I might add a reverb. In this case I used Black Hole to give it some space. Again, I mess around with some of the presets to save time. Great, we have some nice chords. Let's duplicate this track and create a lead doing all the same things as we did before. Here we go, this is sounding great. All that's missing now is the bass. Now, creating bass out of a sound with very little to no bass frequencies is challenging, but not impossible. I usually cut off the high and mid frequencies to isolate whatever bass is there, and I will then boost that bass until it is a definite and consistent sound. And there we have it, a soothing sub bass from a button click on a PS4 controller. Who'd have thought? From here on, all that's left to do is to fill in the empty spaces with the pleasant PS4 controller sounds, creating some gentle percussion. So now that we are finishing up, there are lots of little tweaks here and there, mostly with effect plugins, as all the arrangement is complete. It definitely takes some time, but the result is worth it. Well, I hope this video has helped you understand how I approach making one of these tracks. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe. Thanks for watching.